We've launched an all-hands-on-deck effort between our brightest academic minds, some of our boldest business leaders, and our most dedicated public servants from science and technology agencies, all with one big goal, and that is a renaissance of American manufacturing.
The United States stands at an urgent moment in time as it relates to the opportunity in clean energy manufacturing.
If you look at the world today, obviously it's a huge time of change and a huge time of disruption for both energy and manufacturing.
At the end of the day, we need to have people that are making things and driving it forward using technology to be able to do that is a huge opportunity.
This is a race to the future where everybody's competing for high-value activity and jobs. We need to capitalize in the United States on energy and manufacturing as the two paths to job creation, wealth creation, standard of living, and national security. It all comes together around energy and manufacturing in the 21st century.
As we move faster and faster towards this clean energy future, an important question is, will the United States be the leader when it comes to manufacturing those technologies? A major focus of the Clean Energy Manufacturing Initiative at DOE is really to rebuild the shared manufacturing innovation infrastructure that used to exist in this country decades ago. We established a very important partnership called the American Energy and Manufacturing Competitiveness Partnership with the U.S. Council on Competitiveness.
We came together almost 4 years ago to really understand if we joined forces, what could we do together that either could not do if we went on our own path.
The AEMC has really created a new paradigm using private sector innovation, combining that with public sector investment, allows us to develop new capabilities both in energy and the manufacturing support that it needs.
We engaged with more than 1,000 leaders all across the country, and they helped us understand where the greatest opportunities were in terms of manufacturing technologies and gaps in our manufacturing innovation ecosystem that we needed to fill in partnership with the private sector. Manufacturing demonstration facilities are facilities in our labs where we're bringing together outside companies with world-class capabilities around emerging energy technologies and manufacturing technologies. The first was established with Oak Ridge National Lab and is focused mainly on 3D printing.
The Department of Energy has led the whole development of supercomputing technologies in the world with private sector involvement.
The Department of Energy is a major investor in the President's National Network for Manufacturing Innovation, where by the end of this administration, our goal is to have 15 manufacturing innovation institutes all across this country.
Having the NNMI as a program is one of the ways we can establish a consortium between large and small companies, institutions of higher education with national laboratories, all coming together to work on technology issues relative to energy and manufacturing.
We've established an exciting new model for doing energy materials research with industry through our national labs, and it's called the Energy Materials Network.
And so this is a new initiative. It's not just developing new materials, but it's also qualifying, certifying, and deploying these materials.
We can commercialize technologies and get them embedded in the infrastructure of our economy to add value to our economic competitiveness.
When people suddenly realize that there is this great scientific resource, they say, hey, how do I get involved in this?
Having a globally competitive manufacturing sector and a globally competitive industrial base within the United States enables companies like Lockheed Martin to succeed and ultimately drives American prosperity.
There's a race for jobs, there's a race of where production is going to occur. We need to make sure that the United States has an optimal environment to attract, grow, and retain high-value economic activity, and it depends on this energy and manufacturing revolution.